Hi, my name is Sarah Brockway, and I work at Decorative Sculpture Park and Museum, one of the properties of the Trustees of the Reservation. Welcome to Artful at Home. It's when we read a story to give you inspiration for finding wonder in the world and transforming ordinary objects into extraordinary pieces of art. Today, our inspiration is a story called Henry's Night. July 12th. I cannot sleep. The sound of the village keeps me awake. The evening train whistles, dogs bark, and from the room below, voices drift up to me. If only I could hear the song the night bird sings. I take my collecting jar and go down the stairs. The branches of my beech tree bend and pull me in. I sit up to my chin at night and listen for the bird. All I hear are berry pickers coming from the hills and the village bell tolling bong. 9 o'clock. The night bird does not sing here. I slide down from the tree and I leave the village. Now I walk on the dirt road. Crunch, crunch, crunch. The scuffing of my boots is loud, so I step into the field to listen for the night song. I hear nothing. The meadow twinkles with fireflies. They float around me, blinking on and off like shooting stars. I capture fireflies. They fill my jar with light. A bird swoops low to my lantern, and I ask, "Are you the one who sings the song of night?" "Pent." "Not I," the nighthawk says, as it wings to the woods. I run after, spilling fireflies as I go. The village clock strikes 10. 10 o'clock already. I stride off into the woods toward the rising moon. I walk on and on as the moon grows brighter. There is no path. Far off I hear the birds sing, "Whippoorwill, whippoorwill, whippoorwill." There's the song of night. The bird calls for me to follow. Uphill and down, I follow the night bird's song. Each time I get close, it stops singing. Now I hear the pumper bird, gulping water in the brook. "Which way did the whippoorwill go?" I ask. "Wonka-chunk, wonka-chunk." It flew far from the village, the pumper bird tells me. So I fill my jar with water and hike deeper into the woods. The village clock strikes 12. When I hear the night bird again, it calls from ahead, then from behind. It leads me in circles. Now it sings from beyond the hill. I hurry on to see the bird. "Wait for me, whippoorwill." The tree root trips me. My jar rolls away into a swamp. I scoop up my jar from the muddy bottom to see tadpoles wiggling in the moonlight. All around me, frogs croak. "Have you seen the whippoorwill?" I ask. "Trunk, trunk." "No one ever sees that bird," the frog tells me. Very far away, the village clock strikes 2. Clouds erase the moon. Is that thunder I hear? Raindrops bounce off my hat. Lightning flashes in my jar. I leap up from grassy mound to grassy mound across the swamp. Rain falls hard now, but it will not stop me. Let it pour down. I will see the bird no one sees. Wind blows me uphill. Brambles grab my hat and rain soaks me. I cannot hear the bell in the village anymore. From a hemlock, the owl calls. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Who cooks for you? Owl, I ask. Am I lost? The owl does not say, so I walk on. The rain stops. Here the woods end. All is quiet. I stand on the shore of a mysterious lake. White fog spreads wide. It rolls from edge to edge of all I see. How will I get home? I make a raft of branches and push off into the mist. I bend down and scoop a feather into my jar. At my back, something flutters. Something sits on my head. Whippoorwill, whippoorwill, whippoorwill. It sings into my ear. The night bird has found me. I feel the beat of its bird heart. Past 2 islands I paddle. The raft, the fog, the bird song, and I, all are as light as morning air. The bird leaves me. A bush poking above the fog snags my raft. Down through the leaves I tumble. Is this the beech tree in my yard? I slide down its branches to the ground. No one hears me go up the stairs. I lie in bed and wait for the noise of the morning train. Instead, a call comes. Whippoorwill, 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 the song of night. The notes flow from my jar and fill the day with the night bird's song. I sleep. So Henry the Bear is actually based on a real person named Henry David Thoreau. Both Henrys experience the world through their senses. So everything they smell, everything they hear, everything they taste and touch, that's how they know the world around them. Henry David Thoreau kept a journal, kind of like how the story was written. How can you experience the world through your senses? Every crunch underneath your feet, every smell that tickles your nose, maybe every wind that brushes your face. How can you document that in a journal? You write it down, sketch it. Maybe you pick up samples of interesting leaves that come across your path. We would love to hear what you have to say or see examples of your journals. Hope to catch you next time. Take care.